Hello and welcome to Stories. Stories is all about sharing successful stories of people around the world. And today I have Miss Julia. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jason. It's good to be here.
Great, amazing. Before starting the show, Miss Julia, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm really, really good. Thank you. Fantastic. Greetings from the UK.
Thank you. So we want to know about your current background. What are your current association? What are you currently doing out in UK? Would you like to elaborate on this one?
Okay. So for about 30 years, I've been working in the learning and development section. 10 years I worked as head of training in an NHS hospital within the UK. But for the last 20 years, I've been running my own business. It's called The Learning Quest. That's a consultancy helping the executives try and realise their full potential. And as you know, I run lots and lots of different training sessions for organisations both here and in the UAE.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely passionate about what I do. I hope to inspire and energise people along the way, basically, and I like coaxing people out of their comfort zone.
That's great. Especially when we talk about comfort zone, it's so much difficult to come outside the comfort zone and do something very different. And by the right direction and by the right coaching, I think people can think about it. So what is that passion? What is that success-driven factor which is inside you, which is helping you to do all these things?
What's my success factor? Well, I think I live with a personal mantra, Jason, and that personal mantra that goes through me is called nothing ventured, nothing gained. I don't know whether you've come across that before, but basically, if you don't do something, you won't ever realise it.
Yeah.
So I always try and push myself wherever possible. Otherwise, you'll never know what you can achieve, basically. I do like to stretch myself out of my own comfort zone, and sometimes that's really, really hard. But I think the other sort of success thing is about trying to be as positive as you possibly can.
Yeah.
I'm probably the eternal optimist, and I like to set myself sort of small and achievable goals whenever I possibly can.
That's
so
great.
I think they're my sort of main success elements.
Yeah, that's great. Always we don't get the desired results, but still if we don't try, I think we're not going to make it anytime. Yeah. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So when we talk about success, we cannot forget those obstacles, those tough moments which we had encountered in our life before. So would you like to share with us, how did you overcome all these troubles in your life?
Well, I don't think I've had that many troubles, Jason. I think I've been very, very lucky along the way.
Yeah.
But I think if we look upon them as sort of challenges, I suppose, one of the biggest challenges I experienced 5 years ago was when I was diagnosed with breast cancer and had to deal with that health issue. But I think being that optimist, what I was able to do was reframe the situation, and I just looked upon it as going over a speed bump. That might sound very simple, but to me, I internalised that as actually needing to slow down. So I like to do different things. I have a very full life, and it enabled me just to slow down. And I was lucky enough to come out the other side and just carry on. And it's through having that situation occur to me that I went on to do things like coming out to the UAE and things like that. So sometimes these challenges are there for us, and we can actually learn from them.
Yeah.
And I suppose the other sort of main challenge for me was 20 odd years ago when I was working full time. I decided to rip up my paycheck, metaphorically, and start my new business, or the business that I'm in now. And I gave myself a goal of, if I hadn't achieved what I wanted to achieve within 1 year, then that was it. I was going back into paid employment. And here am I, 20 years down the line, still loving what I'm doing, still passionate about it. So yeah, there's always exciting things ahead, I think.
Yeah, there's a reason for everything, and I think and if you have, and I think you have done right by following your passion. And this is such a motivating message to everybody who is a newcomer, or maybe who is trying to take that risk in their life. So my next question would be based on that also, because a lot of people are suffering due to job losses, demotivated souls out there. Would you like to share 3-4 advices for the younger generation so that they can think differently in their career?
Yeah, I think it's really important. I think for the younger generation, the first thing is believing in yourself. Absolutely 100%. Have the confidence to go forward, whatever it is. But I think secondly, it's really, really important people do what they love. There's no point spending hours and hours at work if you're not actually doing whatever it is. So make sure that whatever it is you're going to work towards as a career is to make sure that you love it and you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Keep going, don't give up, but also, learning is such a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And there are boundless opportunities out there, especially with all the technology that we have.
Yeah.
So first of all, believe in yourself, do what you love, and keep going.
Yes, that's amazing message you shared for the Yummy audience. Thank you so much for inspiring us. Thank you so much for motivating us. And God bless your career. God bless whatever you're doing out there in UK, your coaching programs. And I've been so lucky to be a part of your program of time management as well. Thank you so much for sharing so much time with us.